Welcome to another episode of Books and Bikes. Today we're diving deep into Carol Dweck's Mindset, How You Can Fulfill Your Potential. It's a book that has really sparked so many conversations
Yeah,
and really changed the way people think about success.
it's true. Yeah, when I first came across Dweck's work, I was really struck by this seemingly simple idea of mindset and how it could have such profound implications on our lives.
Absolutely. It's not just some feel-good self-help concept. Dweck backs up her ideas with, solid research spanning decades. This isn't just about positive thinking.
Right.
It's about really understanding the science behind how our beliefs shape our actions and ultimately our outcomes.
And that's where the distinction between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset comes in.
Okay, so let's unpack this a little bit. A fixed mindset, as Dweck describes it, is the belief that our abilities are basically static, right? We're born with a certain amount of intelligence, talent, and that's pretty much it.
Right, and that belief can be so limiting because, if we believe that we can't improve, then why isn't bother putting in the effort? And this can lead to, a fear of failure and a reluctance to take on challenges, and even just a tendency to give up easily.
On the flip side, there's the growth mindset. And this is the belief that our abilities can be developed through dedication, hard work, and learning from our mistakes.
People with a growth mindset, they really embrace challenges. They see setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities to learn and grow. They understand that effort is the key to unlocking their potential.
One of the things that's so fascinating to me is how Dweck's research shows that even something as simple as the type of praise we receive as children can influence our mindset.
Absolutely. She found that praising children for their intelligence can actually foster a fixed mindset. It sends that message that intelligence is something you either have or you don't. It sets kids up to avoid challenges and be afraid of, looking dumb.
Whereas praising effort and perseverance, that encourages a growth mindset. It tells kids that their abilities are valuable, that they can improve through hard work and dedication.
And this has implications far beyond childhood. It impacts how we approach our work, our relationships, our goals. It really does permeate every aspect of our lives.
One of the things that really brought this to life for me were the real-world examples that Dweck uses in her book. She talks about, champion athletes like Michael Jordan and Serena Williams who really embody the growth mindset.
Right. They're not just naturally gifted. They're incredibly hardworking, dedicated individuals. They embrace challenges. They learn from their mistakes. And they never stop striving to improve.
Dweck contrasts these examples with individuals who maybe plateau early in their careers or who shy away from challenges because they're afraid of failure.
And it's not just about individual success. Dweck also examines how mindset can impact organizations. She contrasts the culture of Enron, which ultimately led to its downfall, with companies like GE under Jack Welch's leadership.
Enron had a very fixed mindset culture. There was a fear of failure, a reluctance to admit mistakes, and a focus on looking good rather than actually being good.
This created an environment where risks were avoided, innovation was stifled, and ultimately, the company crumbled under its own weight.
In contrast, Jack Welch fostered a growth mindset at GE. He encouraged employees to, embrace challenges, learn from their mistakes, and constantly seek ways to improve.
And this growth-oriented culture helped GE to adapt to, changing market conditions and maintain its position as a leader in the industry.
So these examples really drive home the point that mindset isn't just some abstract concept. It has real-world consequences.
It can literally make or break individuals, teams, and even entire organizations.
But here's the good news. Dweck doesn't just leave us with the knowledge that mindset matters. She provides us with practical guidance on how to shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset.
It's not always easy, It takes conscious effort and practice, but it's definitely possible.
Dweck outlines a number of strategies for cultivating a growth mindset. One key step is to become aware of our fixed mindset thoughts, those self-limiting beliefs that tell us we're not good enough, smart enough, or talented enough.
Once we can identify those thoughts, we can start to challenge them. We can ask ourselves, is this belief even true? What evidence do I even have to support it? Is there another way of looking at this situation?
It's about reframing our internal dialogue, right, to be more encouraging and supportive of our growth.
Another important strategy is to embrace challenges as opportunities for learning. So instead of avoiding difficult tasks or situations, you can try to approach them with a curious and open mind.
We can view setbacks and failures not as evidence of our limitations, but as valuable feedback that helps us learn and grow.
Dweck also emphasizes the importance of seeking out constructive feedback from others. Feedback that focuses on our effort, our strategies, and areas for improvement.
This type of feedback can help us identify our strengths and weaknesses and guide us towards growth.
It's about creating like a learning environment where we feel safe to take risks, make mistakes, and ask for help.
Dweck provides a wealth of practical tips and techniques for developing a growth mindset. But she also acknowledges that it's not, a one-size-fits-all approach.
It's about finding what works best for you and incorporating these strategies into your everyday life.
And that's the beauty of it. A growth mindset isn't something you achieve overnight. It's an ongoing journey, a constant process of learning, evolving, and becoming the best version of yourself.
And that's where the idea of, becoming is better than being comes in. Dweck emphasizes that growth is a continuous journey, not a destination. It's not about achieving some fixed state of perfection or reaching some arbitrary endpoint. It's about embracing the process of learning, evolving, and becoming the best versions of ourselves.
This idea of becoming is so incredibly liberating. It frees us from the pressure of having to be perfect or having to have all the answers.
It allows us to embrace challenges, to learn from our mistakes, and to constantly strive for improvement.
It's about recognizing that our potential is not limited by our current abilities or circumstances, but that we have the power to grow and evolve throughout our lives.
Dweck's book is just such a powerful reminder that we all have that potential to grow and learn throughout our lives.
And that the most important factor in determining our success is not our innate abilities, but our mindset.
It's a message that really resonates deeply with anyone who strives for personal and professional growth.
And it's a message that can truly transform our lives if we embrace it. One of the things that struck me when I first read Mindset was how Dweck challenges that traditional view that talent alone determines success.
Right.
She argues that while natural abilities may exist, it's the dedication, the perseverance, and the belief in one's ability to grow that truly drives achievement.
This perspective has profound implications for education, for parenting, for leadership, and even just personal development.
It suggests that with the right mindset, anyone can overcome challenges, achieve their goals, and reach their full potential.
And that's just an incredibly empowering message.
It really is. Dweck's book is a must-read for anyone who wants to understand the power of mindset and learn how to cultivate a growth mindset in themselves and others.
It's filled with inspiring stories, insightful research, and practical strategies that can help us all, unlock our potential.
One thing that really resonated with me is how Dweck applies the concept of mindset to relationships.
Oh, absolutely. That's a crucial aspect that often gets overlooked. How we view ourselves and our abilities, it directly impacts how we interact with others, especially in close relationships.
Exactly. Dweck points out that individuals with a growth mindset, they tend to approach challenges in relationships as opportunities for growth and deeper connection. They understand that disagreements are inevitable and see them as chances to learn more about their partner and strengthen their bond.
It's about approaching those conflicts with curiosity and a willingness to understand the other person's perspective, rather than getting defensive or, assigning blame.
Right. On the other hand, those with a fixed mindset might struggle in relationships because they expect things to be easy and harmonious all the time. And when they encounter difficulties, they're more likely to give up or see it as a sign that the relationship is flawed.
And that fixed mindset can lead to a fear of vulnerability, which is so essential for building true intimacy. If you're afraid to show your true self or express your needs, it's hard to create a truly fulfilling and lasting connection.
Yeah, Dweck highlights the importance of open communication, a willingness to work through challenges, and a belief that both partners can grow and evolve together. It's not about finding the perfect partner, but about embracing that journey of growth and learning within the relationship.
That's such a powerful shift in perspective. It's not about finding someone who completes you, but about finding someone who inspires you to become a better version of yourself.
And that ties back to that whole idea of becoming is better than being. It's not about reaching some static endpoint, but embracing that continuous process of learning and evolving together.
And this applies not just to romantic relationships, but to all kinds of relationships, whether it's family, friends, colleagues.
Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about the role that parents, teachers, and coaches play in shaping mindsets. It's fascinating how Dweck emphasizes the impact of the messages we receive these influential figures, especially during those crucial developmental years.
From a young age, the feedback we get, it can really significantly impact how we view our abilities and approach challenges. As we discussed earlier, praising effort rather than innate talent, that's key to fostering a growth mindset.
Yeah, it's about encouraging children to embrace challenges, to persevere through setbacks, and to view mistakes as valuable learning experiences, rather than something to be ashamed of.
Think about the difference between saying, like, you're so smart, versus, you worked really hard on that and look how much you've learned. It's a subtle shift in language, but it sends a totally different message about where the value lies.
Teachers who create a classroom environment that values effort, collaboration, and a love of learning can play a huge role in nurturing a growth mindset in their students. It's about fostering a space where kids feel safe to take risks, to ask questions, and learn from their mistakes.
Similarly, coaches who focus on developing skills, encouraging teamwork, and celebrating progress rather than just winning, they can instill a growth mindset in their athletes. It's about creating a culture where everyone feels supported and encouraged to push their limits and strive for continuous improvement.
One of the most insightful aspects of Dweck's work is how she dismantles that myth of talent as the sole determinant of success. While natural abilities may exist, it's the dedication, the perseverance, and the belief in one's ability to grow that truly separates those who achieve great things from those who don't.
That's a really empowering message, especially for individuals who may have been told that they don't have the natural talent for something. It's about recognizing that potential is not fixed, and that anyone with the right mindset and effort can achieve amazing things.
Dweck's work has profound implications for education, parenting, leadership, and personal development. It challenges us to rethink how we approach challenges, setbacks, and even our own definition of success.
And while Dweck acknowledges that shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, it takes conscious effort and practice, she provides concrete strategies for making that shift. It's not about some magical overnight transformation, but about taking small, consistent steps to challenge our limiting beliefs and cultivate a more empowering perspective.
One of the most important steps is becoming aware of those fixed mindset thoughts, those self-limiting beliefs that tell us we're not good enough, smart enough, or talented enough.
Once we can identify those thoughts, we can start to challenge them and reframe them in a more growth-oriented way. Instead of saying, I'm not good at math, we can say, I'm going to keep practicing and learning until I understand it.
It's about shifting our internal dialogue to be more encouraging and supportive of our growth. It's like being your own best cheerleader, recognizing that you have the power to change your beliefs and unlock your full potential.
And that's where embracing challenges as opportunities for learning comes in. Instead of avoiding difficult tasks or situations, we can approach them with curiosity and an open mind. We can view setbacks and failures as valuable feedback. That helps us learn and grow.
It's about shifting our perspective from one of fear and avoidance to one of curiosity and a desire to improve. It's about seeing every challenge as a chance to learn something new, stretch our abilities, and become a more resilient and resourceful person.
Dweck also highlights the importance of seeking out constructive feedback from others, feedback that focuses on our effort, strategies, and areas for improvement. This type of feedback can help us identify blind spots, refine our approach, and accelerate our growth.
It's about creating a learning environment where we feel safe to take risks, make mistakes, and ask for help. It's about surrounding ourselves with people who believe in our potential and support our growth.
Dweck provides a wealth of practical tips and techniques for developing a growth mindset. But she also emphasizes that it's not, a one-size-fits-all approach. It's about finding what works best for you and incorporating these strategies into your daily life in a way that feels authentic and sustainable.
And that's the beauty of it. A growth mindset isn't something you achieve overnight. It's an ongoing journey, a constant process of learning, evolving, and becoming the best version of yourself.
And that journey is filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But it's also filled with incredible moments of growth, discovery, and accomplishment.
It's about recognizing that our potential is not limited by our current abilities or circumstances, but that we have the power to grow and evolve throughout our lives.
Dweck's book is a powerful reminder that we all have the capacity for growth, and that the most important factor in determining our success is not our innate abilities, but our mindset.
It's a message that resonates deeply with anyone who strives for personal and professional growth. And it's a message that can truly transform our lives if we embrace it.
One of the most striking things about Dweck's work is how she presents these complex ideas in a way that's both insightful and accessible. It's not just for academics or psychologists, it's a book that anyone can pick up and learn from.
Absolutely. Mindset is a must-read for anyone who wants to understand the power of belief and learn how to cultivate a growth mindset in themselves and others.
It's filled with inspiring stories, insightful research, and practical strategies that can help us all unlock our potential. And if you're ready to embark on this journey of growth and discovery, we highly recommend grabbing a copy of Mindset.
You can find a link in the episode description.
And don't forget to subscribe to Books and Bites for more insightful deep dives into books that can change your perspective and transform your life.